I loved The Little Rascals. I thought this was an absolute joy. This was released in 2014. It's directed by Alex Zam. It's written by Zam and William Robertson. And it's based on Our Gang by Hal Roach. And we have a cast including Doris Roberts, Jet Jurgensmeyer, Drew Justice, Connor Berry, Jenna Ortega, Camden Gray. Just fabulous cast, great performances. There wasn't anything about this that I didn't enjoy. And I decided to watch it because Doris Roberts is in it, but I probably would have watched it anyway. And I'm a big, big fan of the film from the 90s. Absolutely loved it. And I have to say, the casting is perfect. So many of the characters are so like the 90s version that it could have been released pretty much straight after. It felt so similar, but with some contemporary elements. For example, one of the kids does a performance with an iPod quite early on in the film. So in a way, it feels very similar, but it also feels a little bit more contemporary as well. So I think it has a nice balance there. And this focuses on a talent show, and the kids are preparing for this talent show, and this is to try and help save Grandma's bakery. And Grandma is played by Doris Roberts. She's in it a really nice amount. Really, really love her. And she's just brilliant in this. The kids are absolutely amazing. I'd say my favourites would have to be Alfalfa, played by Drew Justice. River Alexander is the singing voice for Alfalfa. We also have Eden Wood as Darla, who was, again, just so much, both of those characters felt so much like the 1990s version that it was nostalgic, but with a fresh story and obviously different actors. And I just thought it was a really wonderful experience. It's a great fun film. The talent contest itself, I'm not going to say what happens with it, but their performance, I loved. I found it to be so fun, so entertaining. It really is so uplifting. I won't say what happens with it, or if they win, or if there are any problems. I will say that it's not completely straightforward, but I just thoroughly enjoyed every aspect of this film. The casting is perfect, the performances are brilliant, the narrative is fabulous. It's silly fun, it's clever at times. I absolutely loved it. If, like me, you are very fond of the 90s version, and you're maybe a bit nervous to watch this, you're not sure if it's going to be as good or if it's just going to be kind of a cheesy, rough around the edges version of what is a very polished set of characters. Actually, they're fabulous. The performances are amazing. The characters are great. The story is a lot of fun. And if, like me, you love the 90s version, I'd say give this a watch. I think you'll find it in some ways nostalgic, and obviously in some other ways quite fresh as well. And if you have never seen The Little Rascals, then yeah, you could absolutely start with this one. You don't need to have seen the previous one at all. But I would recommend watching the 90s version first, just because it's, I don't want to say it's superior. I guess I'm biased because it's a film I hold very close to my heart, as a lot of people do. But at the same time, I just think it's maybe worth watching them in order of release. But either way, Little Rascals Save the Day is a fabulous film. I loved every second of it. And whether you're an existing Little Rascals fan, maybe you love the original stories, I'm not too familiar with them. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, but not too many of them. But this one definitely feels very close to the 90s version. If you're a fan of that film, I think you'll love this. If you've never seen that film, still worth watching. Thoroughly recommend the 90s version as well. And ultimately, I thought The Little Rascals Save the Day was an absolute joy.